Alrighty, welcome in everybody. It is the semifinals. The first game of the day is going to be Georgia and Ohio State in the Orange Bowl. Both these teams coming down different paths. Ohio State 14-0, Georgia 11-2, and they had to beat Kansas State in overtime. So it's definitely going to be an interesting one. If you're new here, if you're watching this on YouTube, thanks for watching. We are a online dynasty that's ran entirely through Discord. You don't need the game, you don't need a console, you don't need anything to participate. You can recruit, coach, make your own graphics and media stuff. If that kind of thing interests you, go to the description and click the link to the Discord to join. But without further ado, let's get started. We're going to go through Ohio State roster first. So the number one team in the... Now, in the first game, they have Kyle McCord starting. In the first game, Henderson got hurt. I do not know if he's going to be back. I don't know how the editor or the playoff editor works with injuries. So he may be here, he may not. Probably a game time decision, but it was just bruised ribs. So if he's not there, it will be Evan Pryor. Then they have Tyron Jefferson, the SFA player created by Jay Jettas Ekbuga, who had 2 long touchdowns in the first game. They have Cade Stover. Their offensive line is really good. We went over this last time. Nothing below like an 86. JT Tuilamoa, he went crazy in that first game. I think 2 sacks, a forced fumble, like 6 tackles for loss. So watch out for him. Interior D-line is where they might struggle, but they have veteran Cody Simon and Steel Chambers at linebacker, and then they have a really deep corner class, as well as on the back end, Ronnie Hickman and Proctor are both really good. Now they do have a really bad kicker, so it may come into play, because they don't like to kick field goals unless they're like inside the 20. So there's the 14-0 Ohio State Buckeyes. Now let's go find Georgia. Yeah, Brock Vandegrift. This man's a monster. He was a Heisman finalist. Dejon Edwards. He ran for like 150 yards in the first game against Kansas State. Jermaine Burton. Justin Robinson popped off last game. And I think he had like 6 catches for 120 yards. Jack Saint, he caught the game-winning touchdown in overtime. Brock Bowers, this is really like a battle of the best tight ends in the country. They're in the same boat. They have a really good line. They are struggling at center, though, so watch out for that. They have the advantage on the defensive line. Linebackers are pretty even. They have a lot of good guys. They have a decent corner class, not as good as the Buckeyes, though. And they're kind of the same on the back end, 2 really good safeties. But Bobby Doucette can kick it a lot farther. So there are the rosters. I know it is early. On-flight entertainment, that's what we like to hear, Flame. Why are you going to Chicago? Alright, we are in the Orange Bowl. Come on, let me pop up. Alright, I need to get my thumbnail. So all the highlight videos for the first 4 games of the CFP are out if you want to watch on the YouTube channel. The quality of the videos weren't that great last time because OBS completely screwed up like 2 minutes before the stream on Friday, but I got everything back to normal, so we should be fine. There's not going to be a lot of crazy uniforms in this one, at least, because I'm going to have them just... Ohio State's going to use their homes. I wish Georgia had different but playoff. And no, we're just gonna keep them silver and white. Alrighty, so 99 pretty much everywhere on both sides. Let's get right into the Orange Bowl here. Now, my honest prediction here is the winner of this game is going to win the national championship. And I'm kind of hoping it's Georgia. I believe this is their 5th playoff appearance, and they've never even made it to the national championship. Ohio State, on the other hand, they were in the Natty last year, but they lost. Alright, #1 rush offense in the country, but you got to remember you have Brock Vandagriff on the other side. He is one of the best, probably the best young weapon in the entire country. Playing your game will be right after this. I'm glad. I think this is the first time we have not had a raining Orange Bowl. So, the game loves to give you rain when you're in Miami. So, that's nice. One versus 4. It's unfortunate it's kind of a chalk playoff this season, but it's kind of our first chalky playoff. But if Flame wins, it will be another great champion. Alright, coin toss time. Ohio State wins and they elect to kick. So we won't know about Travion Henderson until a little bit later. And we are off in the Orange Bowl. Georgia is starting it out. They don't even get back to the 20. Alright, you got Brock Vandagriff, #12. This is definitely a heavyweight matchup. They're going to start out on the ground. So I think that Georgia might struggle a bit throwing the ball today, so if they can establish the run, that might be their best bet. But they're doing the quick option, and that's not what you want to see. He couldn't get the pitch off. And an early 3rd and long for Georgia. On 3rd and 12, they just hand it off, and Cody Simon lays the boom at the line. So, 3 plays, 3 tackles for Cody Simon. Looks like this Ohio State defense is coming to play. It's not what you like to see early, honestly, but this is Pryor on the return. So will Travion Henderson be back? Who's in the backfield? I believe that is Travion Henderson. They gave him a couple of Novocaine shots, and he is back there. And he goes for -4 on his first carry. So he missed the first round matchup. He missed about 3.5 quarters, and they ended up not needing him as it wasn't really close against NC State. Quick option as well, and so both teams are trying quick option. These defenses are ready for it. 2 plays, -7 yards. Might have a defensive battle here. Kyle McCord. You're going to throw it. He has some time. He dumps it off to Travion Henderson. That was a backwards throw. and he ends up getting 6. So that'll go down as a run play. But 2 3-and-outs to start it here. Ohio State is punting it right back. Nice little return there for Arian Smith. Brock, can they get something established? He throws it out to Jermaine Burton, his top target. Going empty here on 2nd and 4, man in motion. And they're trying quick option again. It does not work. That time it's JT Tualoa. And he got thumped.
Let's go! Wide 80! Check, check! Stand right!
And they convert, and who else? Justin Robinson. He has been the go-to guy. And that's a new record for him for school receptions in the season. Interesting. Justin Robinson popping off today. Remember, winner goes to the national championship. Justin Robinson in motion. And it looks like he was going to throw it, but of course already JT Tuimoloau, he gets another tackle for loss, this time recording a sack. So the top players in the first round are making their plays again. Handed off on 2nd and long, and once again, nothing going on. Randall Marshall this time. Both of these offenses are just going backwards. Welcome in, Pinhead. You've not missed anything. Just 2 3-and-outs. That was a risky throw into double coverage for Brock Vandegrift. So we start out 2 3-and-outs, and then Georgia got 1 first down. And brace tackle. Welcome in, Nick. You guys have not missed anything. 2 3-and-outs, and then Georgia got 1 first down and punted it right back. So defensive battle here to start. Travion Henderson is playing, if you had questions on that. He decided he could play through some bruised ribs.
That makes it 2nd and 6.
Alright, they're handing off again. Henderson to the outside. He finds room. He breaks through 2 tackles. Okay, buddy. Smoking that Pac-12 pack. Boy, fuck Oregon. USC, it now has the perfect path. Henderson up the middle. I've been calling Oregon a fraud for months. Alright, Ohio State's moving it. He connects and breaks tackled Peter Parrish. Kyron Jefferson has been nowhere to be found. He only has 2 receptions for 12 yards in the playoffs so far. He's been clamped. And then Edwards, he's been doing nothing for me either, so we might both get skunked. This is a weird formation. They hand it off to Henderson again. He stiffies a man. He finds some room. All right, so Ohio State's moving it.
That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's Oregon. What is it? How is it one syllable? Henderson again. They're feeding him early. All right, how do you pronounce Oregon? Is it Oregon? That's 2 syllables. How? I don't even know how to say it. Oregon. Like how you do it 1 syllable. Going to the end zone, and that's wide open. Peter Parrish this time. Ohio State opens the scoring here in the Orange Bowl. But Oregon is still 2 syllables. Oregon. Oregon. Yeah. They're both 2 syllables. Oregon. So, Georgia's defense kind of blundering. And I can't say I'm shocked. They had trouble stopping Kansas State. So, let's see if this Georgia offense can get it into gear. Vandegrift, he has some room. All right, nice start. Nice start to this drive.
First down.
Yeah, people often mess up the pronunciation of Colorado. They say Colorado. That's not right. It's Colorado. Man in motion. He somehow gets to the outside. Pickens gets 2. I actually got to sleep in a little bit. I've been up at 4 a.m. for work the last 2 days, so it's not that big of a deal. Edwards. And then tomorrow is, I have the day off tomorrow, so I'll be able to actually sleep in as the national championship's at 3 o'clock my time. All right, big 3rd down here for Georgia. Vandegrift over the middle. He finds his top target, Justin Robinson, who once again can't be brought down. He's having himself one hell of a CFP. It's not Rado. It's Rado. Colorado. I'm a Colorado. It's a Coloradan. Okay? I'm a Coloradan, but it's Colorado.
That's a gain of 12 on the play. That makes it 1st and 10.
Not Colorado. It's an A, not an O. Vandegrift breaks through the tackle. He gets a yard. Let's go through all of our state pronunciations, why don't we? I'm trying to think if I can butcher Tennessee. Vandegrift, dude, the quick option's not going to work. Stop doing it. Another big 3rd down. Kind of sucks that we kind of got all chalk in the first round. No fun upsets. Vandegrift, they hand it off on 3rd and 9. Edwards doesn't get anywhere. Now, I think this might be no man's land. No, they're punting. This is a wimpy punt. The opposing 35. Florida. That's 2 syllables for me. I know some people say Florida, but it's Florida. Now, when we're talking about music, it's Florida. The sad thing is I don't know if Pinstripe will get that joke.
Green 9, go!
McCord, he finds Tim Bowen, I believe. Yep, the backup tight end for 17. Is it on Long Island or in Long Island? Handoff to Travion Henderson. He only goes for 7. Wait, are you talking about like in reference to New York, like Long Island? I actually didn't know it was a real island. I just thought they just called it Long Island. I guess on Long Island, right? Because you're on an island. Dump off. This is Bowen again. He powers through the defender for 6 and another first down. This has been the problem for Georgia all season. Sometimes their defense just doesn't show up. McCord. And off to Henderson again. You need to start. They're getting beat up front for sure. This is what Ohio State likes to do. A long, long drive of just running it right up your mouth and then taking it over the top. McCord. Wide open man. Tyron Jefferson, the SFA player. Is it on Long Island or in Long Island? I don't know. I said on. Which one is it? Alright, I was right. Let's go. Alright, Ohio State, they are threatening now. McCord takes off. He breaks a tackle and slides. So you got to give the first quarter to Ohio State for sure. I've never been to New York, so like I knew Long Island was like a place. I just didn't know if it was like a real island or not. Because like they call, like there's all different things you call New York, right? Like you call Queens, Brooklyn, like I just thought Long Island was just a different, like a name for a different city. McCord to the end zone, and it is tipped. He got behind the defender. That was a close one. 4th down, and they are going for it. Like I said, Ohio State does not have a good kicker. He can really only kick it inside the 15. So 4th and 8. Can Georgia get off the field? He catches it. Parrish is short. That's a turnover on downs. A huge play here. Dude, you can't roast me for not knowing the map of New York. I've never been over there. The farthest east I've been, I've been to Florida. That's it. I've never been anywhere north of that. Well, technically I was in the Atlanta airport once, so I guess Atlanta is the farthest north. Never been. Other than that, the farthest east I've been is Michigan, Iowa, and Missouri. Never been past that. So I've never been to... They're going deep. And they're calling it a pick. Brock Vandegrift is trying to find his top target, Justin Robinson. And Jacqueline Johnson brings it in. This might get a review. I don't know, did he get that foot in bounds? No, they're not even going to review it. So, a huge mistake. And McCord keeps it. He has some room to the outside. He trucks through the defender. See, honestly, Georgia looks like they left their offense in Arizona at the Fiesta Bowl. They are not looking good here to start. Ohio State just might be this dominant this year. Henderson breaks a tackle. All right, they stop him. I never understand how some college teams have like a 32 on defense and then a 32 on offense. It's like if you're gonna copy numbers, like, you know what I mean. Quick option, they pick wrong. McCord, he has a space, and they're gonna get a first down. You always go for the quarterback. Make him pitch it. Henderson. He gets 4. Why what?
That makes it 2nd and 6.
Pistol formation. They're threatening the red zone. Delayed handoff isn't going to work this time. Oh, another big 3rd down upcoming.
That makes it 3rd and 7.
Georgia's kind of stepping up here. Ohio State 0 for 2 on 3rd down. He's throwing it deep, an open man, and that's Peter Parrish once again. He gets the separation on the corner route, catches it, breaks a tackle, and puts Ohio State up 2 scores here in the 2nd quarter. So, Pinstripe, you chose 2 touchdowns for Tyron, and then in the first game he hit Emeka Egbuka twice, and now he's hit Peter Parrish twice. So maybe in the Natty it will be Tyron Jefferson. So a surprising start, honestly, for Georgia. Like, I knew this Ohio State defense was good, but this is a good Georgia offense. I'm not sure what they're doing here. Oh, man, the Orange Bull's getting loud. They're trying to smoke that Georgia pack. Vandegrift. All right, he's going to take off. And he fumbles it! No way! Ohio State immediately takes over inside the 30. The worst case scenario for Georgia. Oh man, shades of the Tennessee game where they stripped him and brought it back for a touchdown. Immediately Henderson's back and he gets an easy 6. Man, dude, we might have another blowout here. Come on, Georgia. Quick option, bring him down. That's what you do. There you go, Dan Jackson. The defense is not showing up. But then again, Georgia's are giving them 2 possessions inside their own 40. So McCord's going to throw it on 3rd and 6. He's throwing it. That's a duck. And somehow brought in by Emeka Egbuka. That looked like he was going to intercept it the whole way. A little floater. And he somehow wins the 50-50. Oh, man, it's all Ohio State right now. Everything's breaking the Big Ten way. I thought this was going to be really competitive. McCord, he's running. He has some room. Like, even Kyle McCord is giving out stiffies. Warren Brinson. So, 2nd and goal from the 10. Watch out for Henderson up the middle. They are throwing it. And that's tipped and almost caught. So tipped at the line and still almost a completion. Seems like this Ohio State offense can do no wrong. 3rd and goal. Ford's throwing it again. That's Peter Parrish. He's going nowhere. So it looks like the fumble is going to wind up turning into just a field goal. But it will be a 3-score game if they convert. I mean, considering the start that this Georgia offense has had, I think their defense hasn't been all that bad. All right, so this is about a 27, 28-yard field goal. The kick is up. And it's good. Ohio State goes up 3 scores here in the first half. This is kind of the opposite of what happened to Georgia against Kansas State. They were up early and then they kind of choked it away. So now they need to deliver the same thing to Ohio State. Hands it off. They're going right back to Brock. And he's still not covering that ball up all that well.
That'll bring up 2nd and 3.
Oh boy. Hands it off. This is Edwards.
Edwards carries the ball. Call it a gain of 3 yards. That'll make it 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1. This is a huge, huge play. You cannot let Ohio State get another chance. Delayed handoff, and who else? JT Tumalowu. I can't say it. JT. He tackles him in the backfield again. And Ohio State's coming after the punt. God damn, Georgia, what are you doing? Kansas State would have put up a better fight. Truly showcasing why the SEC fucking sucks. And they're running out the clock here. Good idea, good idea. Ohio State. Okay, that was a decent punt. So Ohio State, a minute 25 from their own 40. They're already up 3 scores, so they're going to try to push it to 4 before halftime. The Orange Bowl is on the brink of being a blowout. Ohio State, they're going to throw it. McCord. I'm not sure how you don't call that intentional grounding, but, you know, you do you. He was stumbling, he just threw it right into the dirt. 2nd and 10. McCord. Once again, throwing that out route to Peter Parrish. The corner route is killing Georgia. Peter Parrish has been far and away the top target of the day. 10 first downs already for Ohio State as they cross the 50. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts. Not looking good for Georgia. Once again to Peter Parrish on the out route. This one only goes for 5. So 7 receptions, 85 yards. Kyle McCord's putting together a great first half here. To Parrish again. And Ohio State is just going to keep feeding him if they leave him open. There's no... Can somebody cover this man? Dumping it off this time. Light of fire skill activated. I'm not sure who that's for. 2nd and 8. We're inside a minute now. Peter Parrish once again. I believe he's up to 10 catches now. 3rd and 4. This is a big play. McCord, he drops back. Dumps it off, and that is Emeka Egbuka. He does get the first down. There's just been no pass rush. Just no pass rush to speak of. We're down to 1 timeout left. McCord, he's throwing it to the end zone. He gets hit in the air. He still catches it. He breaks a tackle. Emeka Egbuka. What a play. He climbs the ladder, picks it out of the air, somehow stays on his feet, breaks a tackle, and finds the end zone to go up 24. What a great play. All OSU. And I mean, dude, if you're Baylor or Clemson watching this from the Rose Bowl right now, You are scared shitless. Proving why we don't need an 8-team playoff, I guess. This will be the first time the #1 seed ever makes the national championship since we on NCAA. Vandegrift, he dumps it off, nothing doing. You would like to see Georgia at least attempt to add a field goal maybe, but doesn't look likely. Just the worst case scenario first half. Been all OSU. It looks like they're just going to be running out the clock. McNasty saying this is their last year of rain. I love to see it. Last play here. Dump it off, and that almost was a pick six if Ryan Watts could have hung on. So at halftime in the Orange Bowl, 24-0 for Georgia. Even though, it's not looking like a great game, thanks for getting up and joining us. Our first halftime ad is going to be for the coaching carousel. I'm predicting quite a few moves. We've already had a one in McNasty. I know guaranteed there's at least one more, so we'll keep that in mind. Our second halftime ad is going to honor the G5 champions, the Memphis Tigers. They gave it their all against Baylor, but came up a little short. Shout out to Dogwater for giving us hope all season long. God, what a play. That's going to be the game day great, though. The Emeka Egbuka one. And just dominant Ohio State in every facet. I'm actually surprised Georgia even has 8 minutes of time of possession. It seemed like they've had the ball for like 4 minutes at the most. I don't think we've ever seen a 24-point comeback. Pinstripe, I'm going to make a prediction. Ohio State's going to win like 42-7, but the one touchdown is Edwards for me, and then Tyron's not going to score one. Just wide open in all of these touchdowns. We had a lot of missed tackles. It seems like this defense is just cheating up, trying to stop Henderson, and they're just getting exposed by McCord. Like 2 missed tackles there. And then obviously 2 turnovers on the offense is not ideal. If you're this Georgia defense, you have to get a stop here. They're going deep. First play, and that's almost intercepted. He's trying to find Emeka once again. Surprisingly, they've run a pretty even game. Normally, Ohio State runs the ball a lot more. They're doing quick option. First play, McCord keeps it. He's only going to get 6. And a big third down upcoming. McCord. They brought a blitz, but it's just non-existent. And Peter Parrish once again. It looks like they moved to man coverage after being in zone pretty much the whole first half. 2 tight ends on the field. They're going to run it up the middle. Henderson. He falls forward for 7. There's just no push up on the front 4 from Georgia. They're getting manhandled. Little power play, and that's going to be another first down as they cross the 50. Oh, man. It's not looking good for Georgia. McCord. He has all the time in the world. Over the middle, and they calling it incomplete. That's the second drop pick of this drive for Jackson. You gotta bring those in. Looks like 3 tight ends on the field. They hand it up the middle. This time they get off their blocks. Going to be a long 3rd and 8 now.
That'll bring up 3rd and 8.
Third and 8. Can Georgia get the ball back? McCord. He's hesitating. He fires it, and that is broken up. Keely Ringo. So Georgia's going to get the ball back. Not too much time came off the clock. But you got to think they got to convert on virtually every possession from here on out. Were they able to make some halftime adjustments? Can Georgia fight back into this? You channel their inner Kansas State. Dump it off. That's Bowers. Done nothing today. His first touch. Vandegrift is not looking like the Heisman finalist. He's looking like Arch Manning out here. Vandegrift, free rusher. Surprised they did not call that a fumble. Cody Simon lays the boom in 3rd and 4. I gotta put in that little pinstripe slander. Edwards up the middle. He stiffies a man. He somehow gets the first down. That is huge. You can't go 3 and out there. He has 8 rushes for 7 yards. Ohio State dominating in every side of the ball. Vandegrift. A little floater, but that's... No, they're calling it incomplete. He overthrew him.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
Can Georgia get a big play? It's going to be a screen pass here, Edwards. And he maybe gets one. 60 yards passing. This is a man who has about 4,000 yards throwing and 40 touchdowns. Dumps it off. That's Justin Robinson. He stiffies the man, and he's going down the sideline. Once again, their star players coming through on 3rd down. Robinson had to fight through 2 tackles. He breaks the corner, stiffies a safety, and it had to take Ronnie Hickman to bring him down. So Georgia's across the 50, I believe, for the first time since the first quarter. Can they do something here? Hand it off to Edwards. He finally gets a little bit of room, but it's only for 3. They're not getting these chunk runs. Vandegrift finally has a pocket. He finds a man, stays in bounds. That's Marcus R. Jack Saint. I don't know what his name is in real life, but I guess that's how they did his name. So Vandegrift's heating up a little bit. You'd like these drives to be going a little bit faster, but at least they're moving it, right? Dumps it on. No, he's just going to throw that one away. He didn't see anything he liked. Thanks for watching this, even if it does turn into a blowout. I know it's early. Vandegrift, it's another screen. This time it looks to be set up correctly as Edwards going to get the first down. And now they're inside the 25, the first real scoring chance for Georgia today. Can they fight their way back into this? Georgia hands it off. He gets maybe back to the line. They're calling it a loss. Jacoby Cohen. 2nd down and 11. We are halfway through the 3rd quarter now. Still no score for Georgia. They got to start ramping up. There's no sense of urgency here, but they do throw another screen. Edwards, he gets another first down. That's all you need. Keep getting first downs. But you got to think they're going to need a couple big plays. All right, inside the 15, Georgia. Can they get on the board in the Orange Bowl? Handed up off the middle, and he is stuffed. Just no push from the offensive line today. Coming out in shotgun again. They're pressing on defense. They're going to fake the handoff, and he throws it into double coverage, trying to find Bowers. That does not work. So a 3rd and long now. Honestly, this long of a drive and you only get a field goal is not what you want. You got to score here. Van de Griff. He's throwing it to the corner. That's caught by Bowers. They're going to give him the 1st down. So Bowers went to the line, turned around, and boxed him out. Can Georgia get on the board for their 1st score of the game? Van de Griff, he fakes the handoff, takes it himself. Touchdown, Georgia. They finally get on the board here at the end of the 3rd quarter. And they're going for 2. Okay, so they're going to make this, they're going to do the 3-score route as Justin Robinson makes the catch. All right, so now it's only a 2-score game, 16 points. I wasn't even thinking about that. Nicely done. All right, so that kind of swings momentum back in their favor. Pinstripe, I am a little bit salty that did not go to Edwards, but you know what? That's all right. All right, can Ohio State continue their dominance on offense? Henderson, he finds room. He gets 5. He's still not over 100 yards, which it seems like he's running well, but they honestly have been holding him to less than 5 yards a carry, which isn't all that bad. McCord, he's rolling left. Dumps it off. That's Emeka Egbuka. He's trying to find the sideline. He gets brought down from behind. Kyle McCord, almost 200 yards, 3 TDs. Everyone who said he's a game manager can suck it. Hand it off to Henderson. Huge hole. He gets speared. As he's up to 83 yards. So it's Dan Jackson who dropped the picks on the last drive. 2nd and 2 up around midfield here. McCord. And Egbuka brings it in, but they're calling him short. So 3rd down now. And honestly, when they're throwing it, I don't know if you guys are noticing, but it looks like they're max protecting like every time with 2 tight ends and a running back. So McCord is just keeping his jersey completely clean. And oh man, I'm not quite sure if he got there. Wow, they're giving Ohio State the spot. I thought he was short. We had a pretty good look at it here as we are right on the 50-yard line. That is a tough 1st down for the Georgia defense. They come right back and they get them down for -2. And Ohio State now getting the ref help. That's not that. Georgia got the ref help in the Fiesta Bowl, so 2nd and 12, 3rd quarter's trickling down. This is going to be a screen pass, and somehow Henderson turns that to 4. You'd have liked them to stop him for a loss there. On the 50-yard line, 3rd and 8. Can Georgia get off the field? Bring 4. Once again, no push and a wide open man. That's Emeka Egbuka inside the 5. These corner routes are killing Georgia today. Just nobody can hang with these defenders. And this time it wasn't even a corner route. It was just a straight slant that went across the field. He had so much time. He let that slant develop into a cross-field corner, basically. And now Ohio State's inside the 5. Pryor, they hand it off to Henderson. He reverses the field. He's stopped. Gotta feel like that this game is just never really given Georgia much of a chance. Hand it off to Henderson. He stretches and he is short. 3rd and goal.
That makes it 3rd and goal.
Third and goal. Hand off to Henderson again. He's trying to find the edge. He breaks the tackle and he is stopped. All right, so 4th and goal now. You got to think that they're going to bring out the field goal team, but as we end the 3rd quarter, Georgia has cut the lead down to 16, but still a long way to go. And they are, so they're going to kick the field goal here to try to make this a 19-point game. The kick is up, and it is good. So Ohio State goes up 19 here in the 4th quarter. Still only 3 possessions. And they had a few 3rd down opportunities on that drive. So Georgia's done it before. They have one of the top scoring offenses in the country. I mean, let's be real. They need 3 touchdowns here. They come out empty. You got to get a long touchdown. Vandegrift just dumping it off here. And that's Arian Smith for 9. You got to go hurry up the rest of the game, I think, right? Can't be dilly-dallying. Only 130 yards for Brock Vandegrift. And looks like he just throws that away as he felt the pressure from the backside. The sophomore Heisman finalist looks rattled all day long. He hasn't felt comfortable once. All right, quick option, and JT hits him in the backfield. 4th down. Are they going to go for it? I don't think they will. No, so they are punting it right back to Ohio State with 8 minutes left. And it looks like we may have one half of our national championship already known. Evan Pryor for 16. I mean, yeah, tripling him up on yards, doubling him up on 1st downs. It's been all Ohio State. And honestly, it hasn't been the run game. It's been the pass game that's been dominating. 8 minutes left. McCord goes down. Kelly Ringo in the backfield.
That brings up 2nd and 13.
You definitely can't give up any more points if you're Georgia. Ideally, you just make them go 3 and out. McCord, all the time in the world once again, as that one's broken up by Ryan Davis. Kyle McCord, 3rd and long. And Tyron Jefferson drops the ball. And that's another 3 and out now. Georgia's getting the ball back. Let's be honest, I mean, Georgia holding Ohio State to only 27 points is kind of a W. Like, I feel like if you told this team before the game that they would hold Ohio State to 27, they'd feel good about their chances. As in the first round, we saw every game the winner had at least 30 points. And that is just, you got offensive linemen running into running backs. This offense is a mess. Georgia is on the brink of elimination. SEC on the brink of elimination. The modern day SEC has still never won a national championship or even been in the national championship.
Still 2nd down.
2nd and 15 after a false start. Hit to Bowers over the middle. He maybe gets the yardage back from the penalty.
That'll make it 3rd and 9.
All right, 3rd and 9. Bowers in motion. It's a mid screen, and that does nothing. 4th and 6. They are going for it now. Inside 7 minutes. Georgia's has virtually no chance here, but can they keep the pipe dream alive? That's a screen to Edwards, and he's caught from behind. Steele Chambers brings him down. Ohio State takes over inside the 40. They're running some triple option now with Emeka. McCord, he gets 6. The #1 rushing offense in the country, showing that they can win through the air as well. Ohio State wide open again. Another corner out. Peter Parrish is back. 11 for 126 and 2 TDs. Dominant performance from Ohio State today. Handoff up the middle. Henderson, he gets 9. It's looking dire here if you're a Georgia fan, as the fans are hitting the exits in the Orange Bowl. Hand it off, it's a counter. Henderson breaks some tackles. He still brought down though. McCord, 3rd down. He breaks a tackle, breaks another, and he did not get to the touchdown line, but it is a 1st down. So you break 5 minutes here. It looks like Ohio State's running away with it. 1st and goal. Man in motion. They hand it up the middle to Travion Henderson. Touchdown, Buckeyes. They are headed to the national championship. Can Georgia at least make it like fun to watch the last 4 minutes, maybe? God, man, Ohio State dominant. I don't see how Clemson with AJ or DJ or Baylor beats this team. I think Ohio State is probably an overwhelming favorite right now, as that's going to be picked, but he's carried out of bounds, so it will not count. Vandegrift, the young superstar, only a redshirt sophomore, Heisman finalist. Hopefully he will be back to try to bring Georgia back next season. He finally brought the SEC championship back to Georgia after Alabama had like a 4 straight years. Georgia. It's another screen pass. This one goes nowhere. 4th down. They're probably going to punt it as they are down 26. So yeah, they do bring out the punt team here. Kick is up. It's going to be Pryor on the return. It's 15. So we're inside 4 minutes. It's all but over. Just going to hand it off a bunch. Hopefully they start running clock here. I mean, I'm hoping that the Rose Bowl is a bit more competitive. Henderson, he has some room to the right side. He runs over a man. That's a 1st down. Travion goes over 100 yards after missing pretty much the whole first game. So he's pretty much out of the running for the college football playoff finals MVP. Hand it off again. Stood up in the backfield.
That brings up 2nd and 13.
Ohio State, all the room in the world. Henderson goes down. Only a few more plays here in the Orange Bowl. McCord, they're throwing it here. 3rd and 7, and it's caught. Peter Parrish. But no, they're calling him short. And now they're reviewing it. Oh my god. They're just getting all the calls. I'm not sure what they're reviewing. Is it the spot? Or are they reviewing if it's a catch? Because it's obviously a catch. He has 2 feet in. Or did that ball move when he hit the ground? No, he hangs on to it. I'm not quite sure what they're reviewing
After
here.
review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
They reverse it. And they call it a 1st down. So that's what the review was for. And they just give Ohio State the win. Henderson up the middle. He runs over a man. They run one final play. McCord keeps it here. He breaks a tackle and is down, but that will do it. Ohio State wins the Orange Bowl. They won the Peach Bowl on Friday. They win the Orange today, and they are headed back to their 2nd straight national championship with unfinished business. They got blown out last year in the national championship, but this team looks unstoppable as Ohio State wins 34-8. Georgia never had a chance. So Kyle McCord, easily player of the game. All right, Pinstripe, if you are still in here, Edwards, no touchdown, so I'm officially eliminated from Tutty Tally. It was not an 8 a.m. kickoff. It was 9 a.m. for East Coast. Oh, I guess where you are is 8 a.m. I mean, it wasn't much to watch. If you slept in, you didn't miss anything. Georgia literally had one decent drive. The rest was just dog shit. This play, though, that is probably going to be the play of the game. Oh, you're in the Central right now. Oh, yeah, you went to see Ole Miss. Apparently, from what I've heard, is that the Central time zone is the best, but I don't think so. I've really never been in the Central time zone. Alright, stat-wise, really only matters for the cover athlete, but Brock Vandegrift, super bad day. I mean, on the ground as well, you only muster 20 total rush yards. That's dog shit. Really nothing through the air. Just they got dominated. And then their defense, I mean, you held Ohio State to 34 points. They gave up 2 touchdowns because of the turnovers. You can't really get too mad at the defense, I guess. But it was all Kyle McCord, and this was his game. He's been called a game manager all year, and he comes through. He runs for 42 as well. These wide receivers are going absolutely crazy. Peter Parrish today. Egbuga, that was his 3rd touchdown in the CFP so far, so he's putting his name in the hat. Tyron Jefferson not doing too much. No sacks given up and on defense. Cody Simon had himself a game. Once again, JT, 4 tackles for loss, a QB sack. Cohen forced the fumble. And a pick for Jacqueline Johnson. So, a big game for Ohio State. They go back to the national championship. Somehow, though, I think they're going to be favored by more than they were last year. I don't see anyone picking, because the way Utah was playing last year, we were all super hyped for the championship, but we thought they were going to lose. But this season, how can you pick DJ from Clemson or Baylor? They're just both such incomplete teams. Ohio State has not shown any weaknesses at all. It was a 1-score game against Maryland, but Maryland's a good team. So, I don't know. But that's going to do it. I'll be back in a few minutes. I just got to change some settings for the title and whatnot, and we'll be back for the Rose.